This is the video for Module 2, Lesson 2, Estimating within Multiplication. So if you look at the top up here, this symbol right here is telling me to estimate. And the first thing I'm going to do is to write the problem so it's easier for me to estimate. So I write it like this, and I always round to the largest place value when I'm estimating. So 456, when I round it, will round to 500. And 42, when I round it, will round to 40. And now I can solve it, which will give me my estimation. So I ignore my zeros, and I have 5 times 4 is 20, and then I put the 3 zeros back in. So 456 multiplied by 42 estimated is 20,000. In estimation, I have to make sure I round each part of the problem, and then I solve, and that'll give me my estimated answer. If I just round my answer, that's rounding, that is not estimating. So for the next example, we have 4,560 multiplied by 42. So I'm going to start by rounding each of those numbers, just like I did before, to the largest place value. So that is 5,000. And then over here I have 40. And now I'm going to solve by ignoring my zeros. 5 times 4 is 20. And then I add in the 4 zeros back on the end, and I have 200,000 as my estimate. I'm going to clear some of this out to just make room for the next problem. So my next problem, I'm just going to write it all up here, is 4,560 multiplied by 420. When I estimate that, first I'm going to round to the largest place value. And then I'm going to round this one to the largest place value. And I'm going to ignore my numbers there. I'm going to go backwards this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have my 5 zeros I'm doing first. And then the 5 times 4 is 20. So either way that I want to do that, I can ignore my zeros, or I can ignore the fact first and put the zeros in, but I have to make sure that I go back to it. The next one, we're going to estimate again. I'm going to write out the number. I'm going to estimate this to the largest place value, which is 1,000, and estimate this one to its largest place value, which is 90, and I end up with 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. That's the 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, and I have 90,000. So those are my examples for estimating. If I'm working with a word problem, they will not tell me to estimate my answer. In the word problem at some point, they will have this word, which is about, and if it asks you to figure out about how much the population is, or about how much grass the giraffe ate, or about how many students are in a school, that word about tells me that I should estimate.